I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you.
Hello and welcome back to the fourth and final part of our Deepwood Druid max difficulty Sovel run with all of the tree creatures we could possibly muster. I've realised as we've gone on, we've accidentally created a rule of two where we've got 2 dryads, 2 druids, and then 2 tree ants, so it's all going in pairs. I can't do anything about the archers or riders, but the ones that matter, quote unquote, let's not be rude, the riders are doing very well as well as the archers, but you get the gist. I think we're into Act 3. Slightly different principle as to how we approach this. We're going to be moving through, but with the mind that after the final row of shops here, we no longer care about gold, because what on earth would you be spending gold on after the final shop? So it's really a choice between either going for random events or a campsite, and between the two, 99 times out of 100 you prefer a campsite because you want to get everyone full at kind of HP and ready to go for the final boss, and you get a point of experience anyway. So what you can do at this stage is you can look at all the stopping points and game out how much experience you need to be kind of effective in final level ups and getting everyone as strong as possible. So let's see, well, we can go up here, we get 3 in a row, but then that gets us stuck with a random event, or we can come down here. The only way to reach that is by doing this. You could go 1, 2, 3. We'd get 3 XP as well, the same as this path, because the campsite's function is they give you a round of healing for free, and you get a point of experience or another round of healing. So assuming we're all healthy, because there's 2 campsites here, we can go double heal back to back. We'll get 1, 2, 3 off of those. So let's have a look. Your level, your level, your level, your level. The level 7 dryads aren't going to level, and in fact there's no way I can do that because there's nowhere here that gets you 4 points, unless you gambled and thought one of these random events was an extra battle and you just got super lucky, so you go 3, 3 and get 4. Not really worth it, to be honest. Otherwise your level 2, your level anyway, and the riders. Okay, so the ones who are already level 7 are going to struggle to get there. So again, you don't particularly need an extra level on this, it's already got the good stuff. Once you get up high, level 6, level 7, you've probably already taken all the good combat upgrades. So really all you would get out of the final level is something like replenishment or gold, or unit size on these would be nice, but they have the effect of that size. So no, it won't bother, we can just go down here. So it's a choice between 3 fights or a fight and a couple of campsites and the rest. Given the amount of gold we have and how strong the army is, we don't particularly need to min-max anymore. So you don't, if you wanted a true maximum amount of gold, you could fight your way up here and take as many battles as possible. We're not going to bother. We're going to take this elite for a bit of extra so we can go into the final shop with a bit of cash to spend, and then take these campsites and rest and just be at full strength. Gravethorn's a good one for us. They'll be overwhelmingly melee oriented, so pretty easy to counter. The other bit of good news is that Act 3 elites are the exact equivalent of Act 2 elites, so if you can beat all of those, you'll have no difficulty here. So you can stomp through there. I suppose the dragon flying up through the middle so we can get onto either flank wouldn't be a terrible idea. Something like that. There's going to be a bunch of chariots, chariot, 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 chariot. Some annoying fast harpies who have positioned terribly. They've just handed me a flank charge there. They've got no shooting basically whatsoever, so in that event you can just pass without being worried. The only thing, I can obviously shove this here now and get a free flank. I just want to see where that chariot winds up, see if it can try and stop me. I don't think it can, but it's obviously worth waiting, so he's going to come bounding forward. Who do I want to fight this chariot? Well, if you're lucky you might just be able to kill it in one hit. Obviously not ideal that they get to be in cover there, so pick one of the other ones. Yeah, that one, why not? There's more strength on that side though. I'd have loved to have shot that one, but it's sort of out of range. Fine, we'll see if we can pick you off immediately. Good hit. Was that 4? Okay, I can probably do some incidental shooting with another unit and just back away, don't get charged. It doesn't matter, so either this or the dragon could shoot at it and just scrape off the last wound, which would be nice. But we need to see where it moves first to pull that off. He's going to come forward. I guess I could just shove the dryads forward and just have them crush things in direct battle. They're not really any threat to them here. You can beat that chariot, no problem. You're blocked. Okay, I'm now happy to do this because they've blocked their own path. There's no way they can stop me from getting to here and flanking them, because the chariot's going to have to come around here. And even harder now. That was incredibly foolish. No, it was completely disregard it. Okay, so again, should I just have these run towards these Mongol packs and slaughter them? You are... This is the strong one, so I threw the slightly weaker one up there, but never mind, I can heal and reinforce them. So I'm going to have you charge forward. Can't get there this turn, but next turn. I'm doing this just in case the chariot comes around here, don't accidentally give them a flank. I have 4 units left, they have 3, which are these... Ignore that one, so it's just you and you. Should I do the dragon now? Problem is I can't actually get where I need to go. I need to see it move first, so we'll stall with you. You're going to take that fight, so you just sort of come up here. Actually, just stand where you are, because I'd like to see where that... If I'm lucky, you'll try and come forward, and then I can flank it, so let's just have you stand there for a moment. Nope, you squeezed into the crack there. Well, the only thing you could target is that, so I'm just going to get out of your way. Should I take the shot first? Well, let's try and get into short range. No, it's not. I'd have to get the green zone there, like 50% through its torso, so that's not going to happen. Oh, it's actually going to go pretty quickly. There you go, 2+. That's easier than I thought it would be. Okay, there's 4 wounds instantly. You might be able to assassinate that now. Let's try and get out of the charge radius here. Like so, perfect. And you come, you're not going to get there. You're in perfect dragoning range, which is much appreciated. Just charge up, so I'm gonna kill it, and there's nothing it can do. There's no way you save every one of those. Yeah, just needed the one fail. And then spells, no need to heal or reinforce anything. Forward you come. Oh, now if we're lucky, I could probably pick this off between... Well, okay, I'm gonna run him up here, shoot and kill this, and then have it charge me, flee, and then when it's terribly out of position, I can flank it with either of these 2 units. Let's give it a go. If I'm going to come up there anyway, we might as well take a short range shot if we can wiggle it. 2+. 2 hits. They didn't get it yet, but I've got one last chance with the 1,000 Mouths ability. Well, okay, that's a very low roll. Oh, they saved every single time. Last you got away with. Not too much of a problem because they can only charge me as long as I don't give them a flank accidentally, so I'll make sure it's front arc. Yeah, that's my front up there, so if I'm both in the front then they can't legally trap me. If I got hit in the side and the front simultaneously, I'm not allowed to flee, but here I'm okay. See it, charge me all you want, I'm not going to care. Or maybe they're lucky and they charge me with that one. They could charge there and that there, that would be kind of annoying. Yeah, we got rather unfortunate there. That should be dead. You're going to charge there? Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm happy to take that head on. Ah, they do the clever thing. Because if I flee this one out, they're going to charge this, at which point I'd have to flee, which is a bit of a waste. I basically don't want to fight chariots head on. It gives them a load of extra strength for no reason. Oh, that being said, I could very easily just kill it. Oh, go on then, why not? You deal with that. You're going to get charged. I'm not going to allow you to get hit, so I'm going to run that one and then have the tree and flank it. With any luck, you'll stay on the field. We'll give it a go. They're dead anyway, don't worry. And then you can come over here and hit something in the back. Oh, you're going to get stuck on that. Okay, that's slightly irritating. I hope my tree can get up there and hit it in the side anyway. It's not an issue. Here, no need to heal anything yet. We're all fine. So you can just skip a turn. They've used... The Shaman has used Wild Form on themselves, but it's still fundamentally a caster, so it's not really going to help it. I'm going to wait until all of these go so I can use reroll saves on this unit and just leave you to your own devices. Start shimmying away some of these big blocks. Can't quite get into short range yet, but that's fine. Pick one that will dedicate the archers to and just have that slaughter a particular unit. We have 2 left, which is you and you. I've got this and this. I'd love to see where they wind up, but I'm pretty sure I can move you into such a way that I can flank that chariot and there's nothing they can do to intercept and stop me, so that's good. Move the one I was hoping for, I appreciate it. Now you're going to break and run, at which point you can flank those. So can you get over here? Not really. I was kind of hoping they could get far enough over there such that they could hit that unit in the side, but not quite. What we could do as an alternative is put this unit in such a way that it's the majority flank, and then rear charge them with the dragon so they hit from both sides and then just die. Or even put the dragon here so it's 2 flanks. Yeah, I think that works. It eliminates the Mongol pack. That doesn't matter at all. You're going to be dead, you're going to be flanked, and then you can flee from that unit so you aren't killed. So that just leaves you, who's going to take a pot shot at this one first. Double 1, good stuff. Go ahead and greater shield this unit because I'm more worried about you then. Oh, do we really care? Defense 5, there'll be power 4, 5, 6, 7 on the charge. So I get a 5 up save, but they only get like 6 attacks or something. They should just die. But it's easier to heal that than it is these, so why not? Come to the back of this unit. No damage. Gotta go greater shield. 1 damage from the character. And then the chariot dies instantly. Over here, just do 1 wound please. There you go. It was the druid himself who did it. And then, you took 5 and died. That's annoying. Alright, no little heals from that unit. I'll have to make do. Over here, yeah, splatter a bunch of harpies. I need them to go away. Yeah. We take our 3 flanks, intercept that one. You want to charge me there? No, you aren't. Now you can kill them. You eliminate the chariots, and then it leaves you free to do anything you want, I suppose. Yeah, this is a piece of cake, we've got them already. You seems to be prioritising the archers. Well, that's never going to work, you're never going to catch them, so shoot them now while you have the chance. They do largely what you'd expect. We have the exact same movement, so I can't actually stop them. What I could do is have the Treant win this fight, it runs away, they then charge the Treant and I flank around them. I mean, it's not really the end of the world, I could just have them beat them. This is, annoyingly, if these were reversed, I'd be much happier because they always get their saves, but I can use the reroll saves on that one again. Because I think, frustratingly, they've positioned just in such a way that they can catch my Treant, so I'd rather not be flank charged there. I guess I could just stand here and wait, let them do that, flee. The one thing that I'm scared of is that, in theory, this chariot could hold on. I mean, it's incredibly unlikely, so I'm just going to suck it up and leave it to chance. And then do I want to heal or shield anything? You'll be fine, you'll be fine. I guess 2 shields left. You'll take 4 attacks with a 2-up save. 4 attacks with a 3-up save already re-rolling, so unless you shielded one of the Treants, not really worth it, honestly, we'll just conserve them. No damage. They break immediately. Not known for punching capacity there. No damage to those. Not quite halfway there, it is a big unit to be fair. I just have to try and stick with them. Over here, yep, dead in the turn, needn't have been worried. Yeah, 2-up saves, clean clutch there. Roll as many 2s as you like, you'll still be fine. You stay with those, you can flee to draw them out of position, make it as easy as possible for this Dryad unit. There's nothing else to do really, you could go into the back of those, but I'll wait to see if they rally. Free rear charge there. You're back in action, we need to do something about that. Well, I guess it's pretty easy, I can just get you out of the way and then have the Treant. The exact same unit that broke them the first time is going to break them again. Didn't learn their lesson apparently. Okay, that's a free rear charge. I'm still after my archers. Ooh, valiant Goatman warriors. Saving well. 3, 3, 3, 3. So we'll be able to do something about all those annoying 3s in a moment. Yeah, the big block levels, so if you would contend with that for me, I guess I could probably just have the dragon deal with these. The most efficient way to win this would be to set it up such that I break all of their units in one turn, You get flanked, you get flanked, you get flanked. You're going to break now and run. So it'll just be that one left keeping them in the game, and I don't have anyone who can actually charge them. Oh well. Combat, no one needs any healing or shielding. I still have 2 units to spare. Yet, well, you're already in the perfect position. You needn't even move. That moves you to rally. Yep, our super brave Treant. You have to roll atrociously to fail a discipline check. Optional Mongol pack. I would rather not charge that unit because it's the character, the Longhorn there, can fight backwards in a somewhat cheating fashion, but never mind. All been flanked nicely. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to wait for them to, if they charge to face me, fine, I can shoot them and then rear charge them with something else. Or at least mitigate their numbers. Yeah, okay, I saw that coming. All the ones. Stop rolling so well with your 3-up saves, it's irritating. They're still running, so don't worry about those. What I could do is I could just put the Treant into their back. That would probably show him his boss. And if you want to come around here and hit that unit instead, just in case I can't catch them, but I'm just going to move myself in such a way that I can do both, because that obviously looks fine, I might get unlucky. Shield or heal, you're full, you're full. You took 1 wound, but you're not going to take any more, so just use Wild Form. Isabeau's going to show him who's boss. A whole bunch of these die. Harpies are usually quite tough with 2 wounds apiece, but not when you can just have a max ranked Treant smashing 3 kills from our druid. Absolutely murderous, equivalent to the dragon. And Wild Form actually being maybe clutch on rare occasions when you really want to break a unit and get them to go away. So that is their entire army broken. I would have them now were it not for that unit. Yeah, you can charge that. Can't quite catch them, they kept running, which is okay. You stay on them so they don't come back. You stay on them so they don't come back. I'm just trying to get them all broken at the same time. You can't reach it, I'm afraid. They used the Longhorn, used its war cry. Somehow I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. You just come forward. Hit those in case they decide to be brave. They've already rallied, so I'm going to have to deal with those again. They've already rallied as well. Oh great, now everyone decides that they're courageous. Just delaying the inevitable silly goats. Heal or save, there's not really any point. I guess I could use the save on this because in theory you could get hit, so the 1 point where you could take damage. Yeah, the Longhorn gets to fight and does nothing, haha. And then we kill them all. Longhorn's got a wound left, I think. Yeah, even a double 1 won't serve you there. These will also break, you would assume. Just. Yeah, no Banner of Fury on that unit. Delicious goat. And where goat's milk is, of course, a consumable food stuff. I don't know about goat itself. Well, surely. Kill those for me. You kill those. Just get rid of all. Now we break them all again and shoot this one to death, and now we'll definitely be free and clear. He rallies. Well, we have a solution. Firing squad him. Roll 11 saves, I dare you. Oh, nearly. You nearly did it. Got a single 2. And here, no one needs shield, no one needs any healing, so I'll just put the wound back on that one. There you go. We're truly at max HP. Save for the fact, of course, we ran one of the riders off the field. But it was a good strategic move, I swear. Just hold space now, we're going to crush them. Come on. They're routing already, don't worry about it. And they go away. And last but not least, I think we're close enough to the edge here that they'd probably flee off the field as well. No, they actually hold on. Two Goatman warriors there. But otherwise, what we're kind of used to. Oh, the chariot, of course. I forgot about the silly chariot. Well, no issues. It's now going to go through 2 campsites and get to full HP anyway. So the Dryads have leveled. Just use the unit size because we'll go up to 20. And I can't rank any of the campsites, so I'm going to take 2 rounds of healing each time. So we'll get 2, 4, 6, 8. And that puts me all the way up to the max size of 20 anyway. So yeah, why not? Treant leveled. Even more. 8 attack Treant. You as well. Already at 8 attacks, so that can't help you anymore, so just take the extra wound. There you go. And remaining in lockstep with one another. And as we kind of gamed out, all of these units, I think, you can't level no matter what, so you'll get 3, 4, 3, 4. Like, yeah, that everyone will be full HP and full size, so just press the gold button a lot. This is the real power of the druids and their constant regeneration. We just don't take damage, which generates you so much cash. And everyone heals. That just takes more XP. Hey, there you go. We got our better regrowth on the second druid. Perfect. Just in time for the final battle. Okay, you'll go. There's another campsite to get the last one back. You level as well. Interesting. So what we have. Oh, we've upgraded all of our spells. So greater wild form, +4 attack. So when Isabelle goes into combat herself, yeah, just become even more powerful. If she had any combat stats whatsoever, she'd actually be quite impressive in a fight now when she would use that ability, but it's more just extra damage to help Moonflight along. And yeah, just take the XP, just take the XP, just take the XP. The archers finally got the one we wanted, Elfbow Mastery 2. They reduce the enemy saves by 1, so they can start really doing damage to highly armoured units, and then XP, XP, XP. Good, we're going to come down here because we want the rest before going into there. We don't need any extra gold, we're fine. I kind of saw that coming, yeah. So we will get the optional battle. The optional battles in Act 3 are really good because these can appear in Act 1 or Act 2. By now, you've pretty seriously outscaled them. So yeah, we might as well just take it. It's just free gold and it's a very easy one to win. About to eat some steak. There you go first. So Treant on the side, some riders on the side, and you there to help. I really don't know how to position this chariot very well. If you have any tips, let me know, because it's more there as a distraction piece than actually ever engaging anything in combat. There's a non-combat lord on it. I can't use it in a fight effectively, so it's not really worth bothering charging into things unless it's a rear charge. You can fly over the building, so you'll find that. This is, yeah. So we now have so many Dryads, they're back into an extra rank, and I can't stretch them any further, so it gets a bit ridiculous, but that's fine. I just can't hold the middle, why not? Many of these silly Minotaur squads, so just the big one there. Their discipline isn't great, so if you get like a free and easy flank or something, they're pretty... So they can't reach us this turn, so what I'll do is I'll just take an opportunity to shoot and kill them. Don't think I can quite get short range, so let's... Yeah, we're fine on this side, so let's weaken this side a little bit. 3-1s, then their save would be 3 up, but it's reduced to 4 up because of that, so all of those 3s they rolled have been... Were it not for my upgraded ability to reduce saves, they would have just gotten 13 of 13. Archers immediately proving the efficacy of that upgrade. You appear to have thrown your lives away and giving this very vicious unit of Dryads a free flank. I'm not going to argue. You aren't going to get there for a bit, and their movement will be the same, so just shoot at them, start chipping them down. There's virtually no reason to engage them yet. Minotaurs are actually quite potent in a direct battle. They've got good movement, decent skill, decent power, and then frenzy, so they reroll all their attacks with a high number of attacks. So if anyone else was operating these, like a human player, they'd be quite difficult to deal with, but less so with the poor AI trying to figure it out. The dragon here, I'm going to have you fly over. This unit's going to get trapped and it gets charged, so don't worry about it. Rather, I can just put this here, and eventually I'll get someone behind them to hit this one in the back and get it off the field. I could do pretty good damage like that. No need to heal or do anything. Let's just get right up here to give myself more movement options. Stand there and distract them. Don't need to fight these yet, but I'll start moving around this way. Perhaps one of these 2 units can slip by and get a flank later. Just come up here and maybe get through there at some point. The other thing about this optional battle is that you're always going to have range superiority if you have any range whatsoever, so very easy to kill them before they can bother you. Forward you come. Again, you'll just archer fodder. Come right up here and get a short range shot. That might just kill them. Yeah. You're easy to flank for this treant. You're going to get... I'm not going to engage this one directly, I can just shoot and kite it. They move like so. Again, that's not exactly difficult to deal with. So just, I mean, use your fire breath first. So those fish who need to save. This is the only one in combat and it's already got its reroll save, so no extra help needed there. They're going to break and die anyway, so just, I don't know, stand there. You use this now, what on earth are we saving it for? And then you're going to get charged and killed, so just start walking over there. See what I mean, how easy this is? I've got so many units to spare, I don't even know what I'm doing with them. Chip damage from 1,000 miles, not being particularly bad. I think we got quite lucky there, because if we could accidentally have gotten the upgraded version of 1,000 miles rather than, you know, a good one. 4s, but they reroll for 3 hits, and then we're power 5 rerolling saves, so we only take, yeah, 1 save, we're fine. They are pretty quick though, so you have to chase them around after a bit. And in the back. Kill that one. Can't reach that, oh well. Okay, I think we can probably pick this one off this turn. If I get them out of the way, I can get a line of fire with the archers. There's only 2 wounds left, so what if I'm clever, what I might be able to do is use the chariot first, because they rallied. So if I can kill off this and then these 2 breaks, I'm instantly out of the battle. So if you can do the necessary damage to do... Double 1 to roll hit, okay. All comes down to 1,000 mouths, you can do 2 wounds. You can, perfect, that leaves the archers free to shoot this one. I'm just going to have you get out of the archer's way. I don't care if you don't charge them, they're not going to be there in a second. 3 wounds of Minotaur, saving on 4 up, no way it survives this. Yep, dead, and then these 2 will break and we are absolutely free and clear. You're not going to get hit at all, so let's just use the reroll save option on the treant. So you don't get bothered by anything, and that's all we need to do. Hold space because we've won. Take a bunch of damage, not amazing discipline. Excellent in all of the capacities, but not rolling discipline checks, which they really shouldn't be doing if you're playing the game properly. They should just win all the fights they're in. Because we coup de grace the army, they all broke at the same time. 3 gold, why not? In fact, it's a lot more gold than you would usually get because it's going to be us spamming the gold buttons again. Moonflight leveled, wounds replenishment. I don't care about any of those, so just take the extra wound. And the chariot leveled. Permanent attack or charge bonus attack. Well, the permanent attack is better because it always works as opposed to only being on the charge. So, yep. That's everything. You'll go up to full strength in a moment anyway, so just do this. Oh, yeah, surely. I suspect in non-elites we get way more gold out of doing that than we did off just the... I can immediately tell at a glance it's what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then, yeah, huge amount extra than just the flat sum. And we get Shroud. So another spell for one of our mages. Target unit counters being in colour, so in case we're being shot at, there you go, you have a reprieve. No woodland units, which I kind of saw coming. I think we could just get by with the ones we have, so this is why I didn't need an extra fight, because I was fairly confident we weren't going to get super lucky and have another one. So we're going to leave you all on the table and just buy a load of cool banners. Plus 1 skill's not bad, so yeah, buy a whole bunch of spells for you guys. You actually do get in fights sometimes, Isabel, so maybe I'll buy that as well, but let's do the banners first. Standard. Ah, we didn't get Banner of Fury. We got some of these rubbish extra ones. Shame. Swiftness for you is good. The riders already have all the good ones, so I just... do I really care? We bought all the balance and swiftness, so yeah. But this is the issue, you only have 3 slots you can get filled with rubbish like these that I just don't care about. I guess this is fine because you can use it to win combat easier. Yeah, take the combat score ones because they might just break units more effectively. Standard for the archers in case I get stuck in combat. And Banners of Valor really are pretty worthless because I don't intend to fail discipline checks or even need to ever roll a discipline check, so we'll ignore those. Come up here, we'll take Arcane Web twice. We'll take just all of these, I suppose. Can I afford them? 125, 60? Yeah, easily. There you go, that's fine by me. So Web, +1 defense wounds on the Druid, which is nice because it doesn't die, and then +1 power for Isabel because she actually fights. Potion of Power for more combat stuff, and Divine Favour, target units +1 skill. So good for our archers, or if anyone needs an extra skill point to get over a crucial break to beat an enemy. Oh, now I have to make I have to make a decision because I got an extra point of experience. I could, in theory, actually level these Dryads. The thing is, even if I did, in reality, I won't benefit from it because there's no longer any combat stats you can get. You're not going to get anything out of it. So all you'd get is something like +5, another 5 of them, so you go up to 30, but you'd never be able to utilize it because there's no further opportunity to heal. So no, you're better off just taking the extra guys and being full strength. Sometimes the extra XP and leveling is a trap. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. You're already full out, so you might as well just take the level. You get something like this, where replenishment or gold or size, none of those are of any value. So just, I mean, I'm not going to actually take the extra size because then it makes it look like it's not a full unit, so I'll just take the replenishment. Everyone else is fine just to press these. Yep. The riders, again, I can't benefit from the size, so we'll just take the discipline. And the Treant gets an extra wound. Yeah, go on. 10 wounds. Whoa. Good. Okay, this is our final army. A preposterous unit of Dryads, 25 along. I never managed to get the Banner of Fury for those, but oh well. Fully upgraded archers. Just fully upgraded everything. These have so many... I took so many fights early on that I got max ranked in all of the levels for all of them. So we are good to go for the final boss. It's World's End. The power of nature shall save us from the end of the world. They're going first, okay. Just stick these on the flanks. So you there to kite around things. You can fly over that, so you're fine there. And then yeah, you want to take up the centre. Guard, make sure the archers aren't getting shot, so I'll just have you be a bit behind them. Like this. There's no way you're the primary target. Both have Banners of Mist, but you're the one with reroll safe. So usually the enemy shooting stuff is packed over here, sort of, so if you're lucky they'll end up targeting the most durable thing I have there, those Dryads. I say that, there's almost no, because it's the other one, it's the evil one, so there's almost no shooting whatsoever, it's just those, a couple long rifles. I think it's an easy first target, then we'll immediately put a round into them. Reduce their damage output, so it would be a 4-up save, it's reduced to 5-up. Unit is almost always dead. They rolled quite well to save themselves. They're out of range, so just same principle as last time, just shoot at them. Could you? Oh, I was wondering for a moment if you could squeeze through and... I could if I went forward and then shot them and then moved back, I could probably finish them off. Yeah, why not? Only 2, that's tragic. Oh, we still got them though, hooray! And then just back away. Good little catch there. You can't reach us, and even if you did, I could easily just beat you. Now that I've eliminated their shooting option, just pass. Because all they can do is move forward melee stuff. So, of these, Dragonspawn, I'd like to flank. Yeah, probably you can defeat any one of these, but maybe not a bunch in succession. So, you however can. You've got a million ablative wounds, a bunch of combat stats, and I can heal and guard you. So just walk forward and kill things. I'm going to use you as an absolute sledgehammer that can crack through any nut. That one, apparently we will fight Abyssal Knights, no questions asked. Again, you could just walk forward and kill anything in your way, which looks like to be... Well, it'll be that monstrosity unit first, which is... I guess I would rather fight those and just have you kill the monstrosity, so let's... I can counteract the monstrosity with those units here. That doesn't matter. Oh, you're going to chip me. I get a 2-up save? Yeah. I rolled a 1. Last. So just try and think. I've got Greater Shield, but you don't want to engage too many units at the same time. So you're already re-rolling. So if you engaged one more, say one of these, that could give you Greater Shield and just make you impervious. Annoyingly, they are power 5 on the charge, so they would be able to kind of mess with me somewhat. I get here, in theory, I guess I could be closer to that unit, so I'd be, if I charged first, that silly Centaur unit couldn't stop me from flanking their Abyssal Knights. I just need to make sure it's not don't accidentally give them a flank though, because then they could stop me easily. I'm fairly confident that works. That's a shorter line than that one, so as long as I get to go first, I've got them. They do largely what you thought. Now you'd love to, if I could just do this and get you up here and have you catch this unit somehow. Like that maybe? Yeah, piece of cake. The problem is I need to see where the Legionaries move first, otherwise they're going to get in my way. So let's try and stall. I'll have you... skill? I could give someone Divine Favour. Just forgot about that. I can web... Oh, I can web them in place, and then I'm definitely free to outflank this monstrosity. That's a great use of the Arcane Web. So they're now stuck, so we can't move. Leaving me free to do basically whatever I want. They try to move the unit, they can't. Leaving me with you and you. The only thing left to move is that Doom Bell. So what I'd obviously love to do is I'd probably just get you over here. Is that I can't see, but I think that's pretty both line of sights there can see it, so I'm pretty sure that's good. You're going what I can only describe as the wrong way. Oh, they do 3 wounds instantly. That's pesky. And the dragon can go straight over the terrain piece and charge either target. What do you feel like? Probably not the Doom Bell actually, because it's rather annoying with its what has it got? The Doom Bell ability, where it basically gives everyone in their army reroll hits, which is going to be a tad on the irritating side. Just depends where. Well, I guess I could bait it out this turn, but I don't get a lot of use out of it. Let's soften it up now. Wound short just makes it easier to charge and kill. Don't need cover, don't need another Arcane Web, everyone's moved. No healing, no shield. I guess you could heal that unit immediately and get your strength back. I'm not conserving it for anything, so go for it. Yeah. So as long as they don't charge this first, I can catch them before they can stop me. Good, they did something else. Now they can't. I don't think they can intercept me here. Oh, okay, I did what I did that because I wanted to kill the Feral Giant and then I can get onto their back line. Here, you're going to intercept that one because I want you to kill that. You take the Doom Bell. The only thing is, engaging the Doom Bell means that gets to reroll hits. They get 4 attacks rerolling there. It's nothing in the world. Honestly, I think we're fine basically everywhere, so it's not going to make too much of a difference, especially when I'm flanking all of their stuff. It's good. What'd you come now? I want to use this unit first because I want to trap them in place again. If they come forward and start threatening my treant, that would be rather annoying. So immediately, I forfeit the Divine Favour, but I can buff the skill of the archers and get them more accurate later. But now the best strategic move is getting them out of the game. I'm going to start moving you this way to force this Minotaur unit to make a choice. You can either come for me here. Ooh, where are you going? You're going after my archers. Interesting decision. How would we do here? It's defense 6, we would be power 4, 5 on the charge because of claws, 6 on the charge because of our Banner of Fury, so equal. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18 attacks with better skill, so 3 up, 12 hits on average, and then they save half of those. We do about 6 wounds, so usually it survives. And it's Fearless Discipline 8, so we get stuck here fighting it, so no, I'd rather just use Curse Standard and kill it in a turn and get into the game. They use Primal Fury on you to increase your strength. That's a bit annoying, you might take some damage there. Not to work it out. I can severely punish that move though, because you've allowed the Treants into your flank. They aren't going to get around here in time to matter. You obviously aren't going to want to get caught by Problem is I need to see where that dragon moves first before I move the archers, otherwise they might be in trouble. So let's use one of these units. Can I twist and then run this way? No, I don't quite have the movement for it, so instead I'm going to have to get off this blasted terrain piece is what I'm going to have to do. Take the shot first and then move. I suppose in theory, if my dragon wins that fight over there, I can then just fix the problem later. I could even take... I can't actually flank that because I can't fit myself in base contact. Now you've moved, good, I know where they are, I'm safe. The Triad might be in a bit of trouble later when you get double charged, but if I kill this I can then immediately engage those. So you're going to start working down the... Is that really not short range? Not yet. Not yet. There we go. Their 3 up save becomes a 4 up save, takes 7 wounds. Kill this pretty efficiently, and just get out of the way. You kind of twist like this so you get it's as easy as possible for you to escape later. And that just leaves you, right, spells. Do I want to heal anything? Annoyingly the Potion of Power is on that side. If it was on that side I could use both. 6 abilities, that's outrageous. Who needs a shield? So you could use a shield, you don't need one. You could definitely use a shield. No heals yet, no cover, don't need to freeze anyone in place. I think I'm going to shield the Treant. This is a power 7 rat that gets to reroll all of its attack, so it could actually hurt us quite a bit. I'm invincible, old ox bit. Yeah, they use the Doom Belt. Everyone has Frenzy, everyone rerolls all their attacks, but it's not going to be too much of a bother. Maybe get 1 extra there. And 3 wounds. So we said 11 hits, we get 12. Dealing what, 7? No, 6, okay, we're nearly there. Oh, sorry, I mathed out as though I was having Curse Standard already, so it didn't really make much of a difference. They break though, which is convenient because you're going to end up fighting the dragon now. You do 5 wounds, excellent start. Better help from our spell. You hold on, but you'll be dead next turn. Oh, does that... For a moment I was worried that would block my charge there, but I think I'm okay. Oh, a mighty duel between two wizards. Okay, I do 1 wound, I'm winning. And then dragon does a bunch to the bell. The bell does basically nothing in return. And they're off. That's their really annoying unit taken care of. You can go with the plan and kill the big block. You're just going to get charged, I can't help you. Nothing to do here yet, that's all fine. This will die next turn and then I can start getting onto juicier stuff. Do you want to use Curse Standard on this now, or do you want to save it for probably when I fight the dragon spawn? They're a lot harder to deal with. So that you've turned around, that makes it very easy to do this. Free flank. Well, just shoot another one. If you can kill enough to drop a rank, it drops their discipline, makes them easy to break. Not sure what they tried to move. You tried to catch him, which is not going to avail you much, I'm afraid. Ordinarily, a cavalry unit like this wouldn't have much difficulty catching a unit of archers, but the somewhat dim-witted AI is going to struggle. You wild form yourself, that's not going to make a strategic difference. You've positioned terribly. It really just comes down to where this unit winds up for me. So I've got 2 units, they've got 2. Their 2 is rallying this and moving that, so... Spells wise, how do I want to do this? I could Divine Favour. I could heal this now because it's taken 3 already. You're fine, so you heal that. HP, perfect roll, so it gets us our health back. You're going to break and die anyway, so don't waste shots into that. Let's instead... I think that Legionnaire is actually the biggest threat because their halberds, they counter my high durability units. That was a terrible move on your part, I can completely ignore you over there. Okay, and then you, another use of a shield on, I would guess you need the most help. That's an easy win. That's a win, that's a win, so yeah, this one. Okay, and then we go. Well, we don't need to escape to their charge radius because they're not going to achieve anything. They're gonna get hit in the back. Ah, I didn't use my fire breath properly. Oh well, if they do rally, it was likely, so I'll have to get someone back onto them. You're dead. See coming. Ah, you didn't get a single wound through on here. That's embarrassing. Fine. You're going to delay me a turn. One wound from the character. Yeah, the lack of Banner of Fury means we're not too great in terms of sheer damage output, but good enough. Now, as long as I charge first, I can't be bothered by that pesky cavalry unit. Dragon does 1 wound, and then my Treant does 4. We win. Get out of here. Annoyingly, I think they get to charge first, so no, I get to go. Yeah, I can deny them hitting that unit. We'll do that. Now you can't charge me. And we'll do this. That's all I need. I could go slamming into that to guarantee it dies. Why not? Make sure I'm absolutely not stuck here wasting my own time. You can go into the dragon spawn. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. It doesn't leave anyone to kite the legionaries though, so you can probably have stronger stuff deal with that later. I like having a super hyper mobile piece just being exactly where the enemy don't want it to be. Not you again. Well, if I'm not going to heal anything this turn, which I don't think I need, everything's basically full HP, let's use Divine Favour on my archers now. That increases their skills when I shoot at these. They now hit it on... Used Wild Form again. When I show you this hit, so if I get into short range, I now hit on 2+, re-rolling the ones, for 18 of 18 hits, great. There you go, I do 10 wounds. Yeah, large archer bricks combined with Divine Favour become pretty overwhelming. If I break them, again, there's no need to use my Curse Standard yet, just save it for one of these nastier units. Can't quite escape there, but that's okay. I could get there, flee, and then get a flank with the more potent Dryads. Curse Standard that. Rat a la barbecue. That's Shroud. Oh, we got a Shroud spell, how nice. We get to all the enemy ranged fire coming at us, we get to be in cover. No need to freeze anything in place. Shield or heal, not necessary anywhere. We'll just get out the way. I'm going to go over there and maybe hit that unit. I get, oh, if you can go into the side and you can go into that side. I don't think I quite got far enough, though, is the problem. And then you. Oh, whatever. Let's just put you straight forward into the front. You could easily crush any unit you come up against. Nothing from the character. There, it dies now at last. Chariot would have helped were it not completely academic. Good hits. And only 3 casualties because of the high armor. 20 attacks, not bad. Oh, because of Curse Standard and the second tier Steed Mastery. Go up to 4 each on the charge. The only thing this unit then doesn't have is a bit of unit size that I never bothered to take. Because honestly, they hit hard enough as they are anyway. I can intercept them there because I'm the closer unit. And I can hit them with that one because it counts as... Oh, I can't quite clip the Dragon Spawn, that's a shame. Fine, you can... Well, I guess I could just leave you to your own devices and just have you beat them. Yeah, it's a front, so I can't help there either. Would they defeat us in combat? Not really. So I'll just have you deal with the Dragon Spawn then. Stay on those. One of you will come there and deal with that, and then you're free. Oh, that never happened. That charge couldn't legally be completed, I suppose. Okay, because you're in the way. Oh, let's see. Because of the way it used to be doable, but then because of how this panned out, they can't fit there, I can't fit there. I mean, we both charged each other. So again, I guess I'll just go with the original plan of having you try and fail to charge this. Flee, and then just get them in the flank. Okay, you obviously want a piece of us this turn. I don't think that was very smart, actually, because I can just do this. Yeah, that's you dead as a door now. Rally, okay, let's have someone go occupy their attention. Like a big tree monster, for instance. And you, I don't know, shoot them. Is there any point in... when I think I'm going to save Divine Favour because I can use it on this unit to make them hit on 3+. So it's a bit more effective when that fight inevitably happens. Yeah, even with the extra skill I got from my level, they're still capped to skill 4. You can just do a bit of chip damage. Now it's kind of annoying shooting at the knights because of how tough they are, but I mean realistically, even killing a single knight is worth more than killing that whole unit. So yeah. And you just stay where you are because you're fine. Who's left? You're left. Does anyone need a reroll save? No. Does anyone need a heal? No. So just use... What's better? Is it +2 power and +1 attack, or... Okay, well that's obviously better because you get power, defense and 4 attacks. That's just a flat increase on that one. Yep. Mega powerful Deepwood Druid. Still only 2 hits, dude. But 2 wounds. It's enough to break them. This is, I assume, they'll... Oh, there's still... I thought they would all die. There's still one left. Don't let up. Don't let them get away. Kill that. They're charging me. Do I have the... Yeah, I thought I might have mucked that up slightly. I don't quite have the movement to free myself, so I'll do this instead. And you can't fit in base contact. Because I know I had a lot of movement, but not quite. I need to be back there. Oh well. And you can make sure they don't bother me. That is everything engaged except that unit. You can't catch with anything, so I'll have you do that. Oh no, you peeled. So, yeah, you can do this now. What am I saving it for? They rally, which is perfectly reasonable. Are you fast enough to get into their rear arc rather than their side arc? Yes, you are. Okay, so this pesky unit holds on, you can charge them. Wild form again, why not? I think technically they sustained a wound. Yeah, put the wound back. There's no need to be stingy with my spells anymore. The only legal target to shoot at is the dragon spawn. So shoot them. Somehow I don't think the enemy are coming back from this one. I'm moving from my alarm. Even they're hyper durable. So the Abyssal Armour works the same as Masterwork Armour on the Deep Guard, it's +1 save. Is there anything left? Is it just the Dragon Spawn that'll be left fighting? Oh, of course they're there as well. How could I forget? Let's wipe all of these out. You'll die, you'll die. You go into the back of those. Obviously that'll be off the field and that'll be dead. This one will probably not quite kill 10 legionaries. So who do I want to help? You're going to get crushed by sheer numbers anyway, so don't worry. And you should run away, so spells. I don't need heals or rerolls. I mean, I guess I technically am missing there you go, I have my Dryad. I'm at the original Dryad size, so I think I have sustained 0 casualties technically. And then your spell, one of these. They're equal skill, so why not make them skill 5? Make them hit a bit more competently. And there's just skip everything else, because this is the final turn. 1 wound from them. Way to go, Druid. And the dragon almost finished them off. I just need to do 2 wounds. There you go. No more knights. Pummel a bunch of dragon spawn again. And away they go. Oh, you ran that way and stayed on the field. Assume you're just going to beeline straight off. Oh, so I said there was about to be another turn. They're not wavering, but no, they're routing this turn. Sometimes it does this way, it doesn't register properly. Otherwise, piece of cake. Revenge of the Trees. The campaign. Oh, I named the first part Nature's Revenge. I didn't even know that was the game developer and I are of like minds. What exactly nature or the trees are getting vengeance for is unclear. But they definitely got it. Hey, 3,000 gold exactly. So, an army that has no real extra gold generation capacity. There's no goblin greed, there's no taking prisoners like the Dark Elves. They're just pressing those buttons loads of times to get you over 3,000, and not even taking as many fights as you need to, because I didn't really bother. I knew how strong I was. Who did the best? Probably the Archers are usually, but the original Dryads did very well. 225, 319. Yeah, Archers are going to Archer. They just kill everything they come across. That was a pretty unlucky roll as well, because you didn't get the good Bowmastery until the very end, so could have been even higher. Plus however many kills you get in the final battle without tallied here. But yeah, MVP Archer as usual. But then the true MVPs, of course, are delightful Druids and endless forest units. I like the 2 of a kind thing I've got there. They get really good once they start leveling. So yeah, 8 attacks, skill 5, so enough skill to get over basically anything. High number of attacks and great stats. Thank you very much. Good. There you go. We've beaten it with the. And for our reward there, you get to use the alternate. So if you're a beardy dude instead of Isabu there, go for it. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It massively helps out the channel. I do really appreciate it. It also helps people who haven't had a chance to see Sovel maybe have their chance, because it's the only mechanism we have to share the game around. If you have any notes what you'd like to see next for max difficulty Sovel runs, pick any character, any army, any theme, I'm perfectly open to suggestions. You can beat it with anything you want, so feel free to be as wacky as possible. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.